Hey, good afternoon, folks. This is a quick little solar slash preparedness slash survival. Unplug that. What we got here, we got a jackery solar generator. Some people call them solar power stations. Either way, it's about the same thing. This is not the smallest one that Jackery, Jackery makes. It's the smallest they make is a 160 watt hour. This is a 240 watt hour, and it's great, but it's limited. It says 240 watt hours. But basically what that means to you and me is just about any appliance that you would need in a preparedness situation would be over 240 watts per hour. So say you did have an item for 200 watts, the electronic device say it would consume 200 watts. So basically, this unit would only power that for an hour. Then you would have to take it somewhere and plug it into the electricity to recharge, or if you charge it on solar, which that's what it's intended for, well, that's one of the options. According to this, you can only charge it 19 volts. I'm thinking they said this. Oh, this will only charge at 200 watts input. So depending on the time of day and the season and where you live, a 200 watt solar panel, a good one, a real good one, is probably only going to pull 150 watts, and it could take 2 hours to charge it. So if you used all this up in an hour, you hook to solar panels, it would probably take you another 2 or 3 hours depending on conditions. It would, so it's mainly to charge phones, light bulbs, small items. Toaster, forget it. Hair dryer, forget it. But basically what we have here, we got a light bulb from Onite. This is light up your life. Everything's from China, so I'll be like that. But it's a good bulb. I've used this bulb for a little bit. I've been playing around with it. Actually, there's another one in this box, but I couldn't find a box for this one. So basically what we have here, we got a USB powered light bulb. Now you can if you got a fully charged laptop, you can run this off your laptop or any USB device. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I explained the Jackery 240. I've already turned it up. Well, I got the USB turned on. See, I got 80% on this thing here. Okay. This is your charging port. This is how you charge with it. Either a wall charger, car charger, or solar. You got your two USB ports. You got to turn them on here separately. You got one AC port. It's 110 volts. Pure sine wave inverter. It's 200 watts. Pure sine wave inverter. That's for like delicate electronics, laptops, tablets, such as that. And you got one 12 volt cigarette lighter adapter. You got to turn that on separate as well. It's neat the way they do these products. This is your display button to let you know your percentage output, input, and your percentage left. Alright, now turn that on for USB ports. The reason they do this separately is because you're using a device that's plugged in cigarette lighter. Okay, you only want the electricity from that area. So these are off; they won't be consuming any electricity. Okay, you're through with that. You want to plug something into the AC. You make sure those two are turned off. They don't have to be turned off, but it would make the battery last a little longer. All right. Let's say you want USB only, then you would turn those two off. That'd be fine and dandy. Now, what I might want to add, they call this pass-through charging, and what that means, I didn't really know what it means either until a few years ago. Pass-through charging will allow you to charge this device simultaneously while you're electrifying another device. In a few weeks, I might have something bigger to show you guys. It's much more valuable in a preparedness situation. But anyway, let's get on with this. So we got the all-night light bulb. Okay. Now you can charge. You can use the light bulb from here. So go ahead, plug this bad boy in. Turn my USB on. Okay. Light bulb didn't come on. Yeah. Give me a minute. It will then. It's got a little switch right here. There you go. Not sure the wattage or the brightness, but I guarantee you, I actually turned all my lights off, and they classify that as a warm white light bulb. Warm white. They also got I think at least two different other kinds of white light bulbs. So I think they got soft, and they may have a daylight. And it's super bright, but this is plenty bright for me. I really like it. But the good thing about this bulb, I told you earlier that you could hook it from a laptop. All right, this is it's called jackery power bank. This is I think it's 37 watt hours, 10,000 milliamps. You can charge this device with USB Type-C, micro USB. That's how you charge it. Now, to be able to use this to power other devices, you can only plug. Well, yeah, the only option would be to plug into the USB, because Type-C, the micro USB is input only. The USB is the only output. So basically, you plug your device in, like so. You flip the switch on the bulb. Well, while you're using it, I don't know if you can see the 100 up there, but while you're using it, the longer you use it, that 100 will come down very gradually. It's not fast depleting. I've charged cell phones like maybe a week straight, and 5 days maybe, and it still have juice left. I got two of these. I got these at BJ's Wholesale Club, but I'm sure you can probably get them online or anywhere. But I mean, for a light bulb, I love it. It's great. It's not going to power a fan. Well, if you had a USB powered fan, I imagine it would. I don't know why not. I've charged tablets. I haven't tried to charge my laptop with it, but I love it. jackery, 10,000 milliamp or 37 watt hours. They got both of them on the bottom down there. That's too tiny to read, so we're gonna leave it alone. All right, let's turn this light bulb off, because we really don't need it. That's a waste of juice. All right. Behind me here, I've got a fan. I've got electricity on the other wall, but I wanted to use this plug here to show you. All right, now I'm gonna turn my my outlet on, a 110 outlet. Then I'm gonna come over here, turn the fan on. All right, now that's on low speed, which is on now, is 35 watts. Okay. Which, I mean, I guess it would work if, you know, it's better than nothing. Medium. Well, this thing is saying medium 38 watts. 37 watts now. Alright, say it's a 120 degree day and you need something better. Let's see what we got. It's still climbing. It's still climbing. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about the wattage consumption of this device. I've got a little device in the house that will tell you any 110, I mean the regular outlet, any 110 device, it will tell the wattage. All right, this fan on high, 43 watts. Okay, now I had 240 watts when I started. I'm down 20%, so that's basically 48 watts off of 240. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna fudge. I'm gonna say I got 200 watts of juice left in here. All right, so if I lift this fan on high at 43 watts an hour, I would get a little less than 5 hours use out of this generator or power station, whatever you want to call it. I've got a 515 watt hour. It would, if you had a 5,000 BTU window air conditioner and you had an energy saver setting on that air conditioner, it would pull it for a few minutes. I think you're saying, well, a few minutes, what's that going to do? Nothing. Because that generator, like this one, it will only accept, actually I think on that one, being it was super cheap, I think on that one it will only accept 140 watt solar input or plug in, or it will only charge at 140 watts per hour. So it would take maybe 4 hours to charge it, and then you brought it, you would only be able to run the AC for 15-20 minutes. That's not a deal. I got joked on that. It does work, providing that you've got devices or equipment that you want to power less, way less than the 500 something watts. It's just a money pit. Then I got, actually what got me started on this, Walmart had a Go Power Plus. It's inside. So it's only 100 watt per hour. That's all you can use, 100 watts per hour. So if you got a device for 90 watts, you only got an hour runtime on that. 100 watts per hour. And that device even charges slower. I think that device is only like maybe 50 watts charging maximum. So that would be at least 2 hours. Of course, all this is dependent on how good the sun is at that particular time, what season, because the wintertime season, they're telling me that the sun is not as bright in the winter. actually know that for sure, but that's what they're saying. So now I'm down to 79%, and the draw actually went down to 42 watts. I've got another fan over here. That's something else. Your older devices, even though they're more durable and long lasting, but an older device is going to consume more power. So if you got a small device like this little Jackery 240, yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this fan because it seems like the wind is blowing more than. It seems like the wind is blowing more than the fan is. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and wind this thing back up. Yeah, I'm not gonna wind it up completely. There's a chance the Marty's Jack Lake fan might not work, so I may have to use it a little while. Right there, kind of out of the way. But that's really all I got for you. I brought this out and it used 1 watt, 1%. Now, earlier I spoke about these accessory ports being powered on. They don't really use a lot, but they do. With all 3 on, it was 6. It's consuming 6 watts. Now I'm gonna turn them off one by one and see what happens. Well, it's still showing 6 watts output. Let's turn one more off. Okay, now it finally went down to 5 watts for that one air to be powered on. Turn that off. Okay. I'm gonna go here and turn the 110 outlet on, see what happens. Three watts, 4 watts. It's back to 3 watts. Turn that off. Go back and turn the 12 volt charger on, or 12 volt charging port. Well, I guess the 110 is the only one that, well, it may be consuming it because of the inverter. The inverter converts DC to AC, so that may be it. That may be it. Okay. Now coming back over here on the display, you got your percentage of your battery left, 79%. You got the bar here in the middle. All right, down here on the left-hand corner is the output, which is 0 because nothing's on. And at the top, you got your input is 0 watts. Now the input on this device will either be solar, wall charger, or a car charger. But even though it's not that strong, I'm still glad to have it. Now I've got older type vehicles, and I do have a tire inflator, and it will power that tire inflator, so I can be able to air out my vehicle tires. So that's just one instance that it can be a blessing. I haven't tried it with my battery charger. I don't really think that's a good idea, but I mean it could work. I mean, best option would be to look on the every device, electronic device is going to have a plate or sticker. It's going to tell you the input, output, how much current that device will use. There's a lot of safeguards in everything that we do. This fan, for instance. Well, I guess it ain't got one. Yeah. My bad. I guess all devices don't have stickers or labels. It's an old fan that may have fell off. Who knows? But I hope I didn't bore y'all too bad or confuse you, whatever. But if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to share it with somebody you know or don't care or don't like or whatever. And subscribe. That way you'll know when the next video is coming out. God bless you. Love y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.